Thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate your support. Please give us your feedback, and if you like where we are going, please share with your friends. Thank you, and enjoy.
So BlackThoughts podcast is a project that we created to cover various topics that are seemingly surface topics when it comes to wealth, church, mental health, but we delve deeper into the topics to kind of like challenge people to think differently about them. To also spark provoking conversations that could happen at home, at workspaces, and wherever. So the BlackThoughts podcast, we're hoping to kind of catch people with topics that seem surface, but catching them in the sense that we challenge them to think a little differently with the guests that we have on and who we interview and how we go about it. We always want to keep things thought-provoking and kind of keeping things within the context of talking about our experiences as opposed to talking about something that's linear or isolated from the human experience. The first season that we have for the BlackThoughts podcast is Black Church, and just talking about people's experience. There's 3 interviews actually that I can think about that are like really awesome to me, really impacted me in the Black Church segment. And the first interview that I think of is Brandy Donaldson, who's like a community activist, very active in the community and helps a lot of like local businesses as well. Brandy was unique in the sense that she comes from a space of coming from the Bible Belt down south, being a part of that just rigid church community, for lack of a better term, but also being somebody who identifies within the LGBTQ community. So having these 2 dynamics is a thing that people see as like a counterintuitive or a contradiction, which is I think for me it's awesome to have her on to kind of like share her experience, share her narrative, and to have people kind of understand where she comes from and how she got where she was. Another interview that we did was with Ashley Allen, who also is very active in the community, church community, also in the university community as a counselor at a private school. And her experience to me was super unique in the sense that she holds these 2 roles as being somebody who's a big part of the church culture and also somebody who's a big part of the university culture. And at that, the liberal university culture, where like she encounters people who come from different ideologies, different spaces, different narratives and backgrounds, and has to kind of be put in a place of interacting with those people, conversing with those people, and knowing how to help those people as a university counselor, and getting her perspective on that and how she kind of holds herself on a daily basis and how she conducts herself and how she reaches out to these people that are going to like the university that she works at was very interesting. And also how she is able to kind of like balance being in both spaces, church-wise and university-wise, and kind of like have the same energy of work and what she does. I thought that was really great because she does work with the youth as well. Another interview that I thought was really awesome too was from a local musician, Wes Julian, who plays drums and is also a very talented engineer, producer as well with music. He comes from a very prestigious church background, with his dad being a pastor and his mom being a pastor as well, and a church planner, being somebody who kind of grew up in that, and somebody who still identifies as Christian but is a lot more of a universalist in their belief and mindset, but still is able to kind of hold the identity as Christian and is still able to play music in different spaces, whether that be church, whether that be for bands that do tours at like bars, coffee shops, and this, that, the other. He's around different crowds, so having his perspective on like how like just being in these different spaces continues to form his ideas and form his identity as a Christian was super unique as well.